Hey there, Mars here. This is my channel, We Gay. Welcome back to another episode. Is this the seventh episode, maybe? Of A Normal Lost Phone. I'm currently looking at the wrong thing. Whoops. This is what I meant to be looking at, not the Ichios store. How's it going? So I haven't played this in a minute. Oh! I remember where we are. We were looking at this. So I think we read the board rules. We read the intros. And, what's her name was kind of freaking out. Tessie Star. Not Tessie Star. Sam Thing. I think. Was freaking out? Okay. We gotta remember. Let's go to general ranting. So we have this, and then the VIP. And we get to the VIP by typing in the wrong thing. So let's just do that right now. What do you think? Oh. 666. Oh, fuck! Your father's birth year. Hold on, my pants are undone. I mean, I need to undo my pants. Oh, my father's birth year. I think we do know that. Do you want to just skip? Let's wait. Let's read more of the general ranting. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna be reading to you a lot, so get ready for some story time. This is the rant area where you can vent about all the people who messed up your day. Someone misgendered you. You can't stand your family. I have to turn the music down in my headphones. Someone said something nasty in the street. Whatever it is, it's tainted. Whatever it is, I don't want it. Whatever it is, if you want to talk about it, this is the place. There's just one rule. Just don't comment on someone's post with something like, but you should have done / should have said / done, blah. It's already unpleasant to live with the bad stuff that can happen in our daily lives, and if we can avoid reminding people about how they could have responded better, that would be great. Simba. Whoops, I'm already reading this line. So something happened to me recently. Let me explain. I'm just wearing my hair differently for now, waiting to work up the guts to tell my mom that I'm trans. And the thing is that when I was out to her, someone working in the store called me sir. She gave them a nasty look and corrected them, but personally I was super happy. Whatever you are, man / woman, in the end, people see what they want to see. Wait, what? Oh, I see. So maybe this person identifies as a trans man or trans mask or something. So this person feels affirmed by being correctly gendered, but mom thinks this person identifies as a woman, so she would be offended, or she thought the child would be offended by getting called sir. That's what I'm trying to say. Whatever. Burrito-kun. Haha, that's really cool. For me, it's great when my colleagues make sure they say he when they talk about me. The way they're so careful is really touching. Hold on, I need to take a drink of water. Oh. Also, I want to show you the shirt that I'm wearing. After I don't have my regular water bottle. Poland Spring, sponsor me. Let me show you my shirt. I got this in the mail today. Some of it might be green screened out because there's green in it. This is trans girl screaming, and I got it from this trans woman artist on Teespring. I feel inspired by her store. She has a lot of shirts that that are really cool, and I kind of want to make a Teespring store and then like have the proceeds go to like, I don't know, different mutual aid funds, especially ones involving black trans people, black queer people. So anyway, I came out to a childhood friend a while ago and she took it pretty well. She told me she had nothing against it. I have nothing against you being trans. That it changed nothing. Sorry, I'm just like thinking, I'm just like, it's nice, but also like kind of weird to hear like, this changes nothing. You're trans, that changes nothing. And it's like, whatever, I'm just overanalyzing. And that we'd always be friends. And after that, she started to explain her point of view on trans people, like how gender is just a social construct and a societal phenomenon. But for some reason, even 3 years later, she still calls me she. Oh. That kind of thing is so frustrating. I used to correct her all the time, I don't anymore, but I feel like it didn't sink in at all. Okay, so yeah. I feel like when someone says, like, I have nothing against it, and it's changed nothing, I'm just like, no, it should change. You calling me she is something that's changing. Like, I'm not, it's like, I'm not changing who I am, but I'm now being open about expressing myself and my gender authentically, living authentically, and like, something, if you're saying like, this changes nothing, if you're gonna say it like that, like, at least say it like, this changes nothing for, like, the worse. Like, I'm not gonna, I still care about you. Like, I don't know, I feel like you shouldn't even just say that changes nothing, I have nothing against it. I feel like that's still, like, not, that's not, those aren't loving phrases. Those aren't loving phrases. I feel like if you still cared about your friend, you would, I don't know, just be like, thank you for telling me. I'm just like imagining what I would want to hear. Like, thank you for telling me, and I love you either way. Like, that's loving. I don't know. Just saying this changes nothing. I don't know. I'm just, it just like bugs me. But anyways, whether like regardless, I don't know, of their intentions, it still like doesn't come off as loving. But anyway, that's my take. Yeah, people think... Yeah, people like that. They think they know everything can be really annoying. Is it annoying that I'm using this bouncing ball as I read? They're not so intelligent after all. To be honest, if it was just a social thing, I'm not sure if we'd even do all the things to change ourselves. It just shows, also not everyone who transitions or comes out as trans, or not everyone who comes out as trans or identifies as trans changes, physically changes. They might not even like change the way they dress, the way they speak. Those people are still trans. I just want to put that out there. I'm not one of those turf-loving trans people. And so I don't even say pre-T. I say no T. I don't know if that's... I feel like that sounds better than saying like, oh, that person's pre-T. I just say like no T, because maybe that person's never going to go on testosterone. Because that doesn't... That is not how... That's not part of their transition. Or their process, or expressing their gender, going on hormones, or getting surgeries or anything. Anyways, just... I'm no Buck Angel. I'm no Buck Angel, and I'm no... Anyways, I'm gonna stop dropping names. Anyway. I'll keep this short. Today I had the pleasure of being used as a token by my best friend. He's one of those, look everyone, I've got a trans friend, I'm so tolerant types. I know the feeling. Firstly, sorry, it just like really resonates with me. That's why I'm feeling like I need to like say something about every little thing someone is saying, because this is very direct. This is my life. This is my life. So I feel very passionate about it. And criticizing the cis ally. Okay, anyways. Firstly, I don't necessarily want to announce to the world that I'm trans. Thank you. And secondly, I just felt like saying, what? What? What was he thinking? The best bit is people nudging you all evening. The best bit is people nudging you all evening and saying how much it must be so easier for you to hit on people because you know both sides of the fence. Yeah, we're all pickup masters, that's for sure. That's from Cleonito. HeadyBoss17 says, I sometimes get comments from friends because I don't know how long they'll stay friends that tell me not to hit on them because I'm trans. As if I jump on them or suddenly change my orientation just because I'm changing my gender, because sexual orientation and gender are two different things. Just because you... I'm gonna stop before I get all hyped up. OMG, did you hear about the fire at the LGBT center in Melrin? What happened? Homophobic scum set it on fire. Oh, fuck. Fortunately, I have just heard that no one was hurt. And how do you know it was homophobes? I didn't see anything about it on TV. If an LGBT center is set on fire, it's homophobes. Like, they're homophobes and transphobes. Like, that's just what that is. So, tell me about it. We all know the media only tell half the story, or not at all. Would it kill them to use the words hate crime? Because I can guarantee that's what it was. The firemen have already found that the fire was arson, and for the last 3 months, we've been receiving threats in the mail saying they'd set it on fire if we didn't leave town. Wow, I knew Melrin wasn't a particularly welcoming place for the LGBT community, but it was even worse than I thought. I take it from your message that you were a member of the center. Are you okay? Yes, I volunteer at the center a lot. I'm feeling down. H says so. You've given out quite a lot of personal information there that might help someone figure out who you are outside the forum. Normally that's against the forum rules. I don't want to hassle you, but I just want to make sure forum members feel protected. Oops. Tessie Star, don't worry. Everyone in Melrin knows me anyway. And seeing how they're trying to make us all shut up at the moment, I don't want to hide. I want to shout from the rooftops to fight for our rights. No one can silence me. Well said, H says so. And thanks for everything you've done at the center. I hope it gets rebuilt real quick. Again, I hope so too. Anyone want to adopt me? I can't deal with my parents anymore. I'll adopt you, Sam Thing. What happened to your parents? Here we go. I fucking knew! Oh my god, okay. I was reading ahead. Just a warning, it's a long story. You might want to get some popcorn. So I've got an older cousin whom I've never really known well because he disappeared when I was little. And it's been over 10 years since I heard anything from him. His brother and I were always told he ran off to join a cult, so we never really tried to find out more, and I fucking knew it wasn't a fucking cult. Last week, I found a wedding invitation in the mailbox from this exact cousin. That's what the letter was! And huge surprise, he's marrying another man. I wasn't surprised. I can read the clues. I have gaydar. My older cousin, who I haven't heard from in over a decade, is marrying another guy. In my family, aka the most homophobic family in the world. Then they... I just turned the headphones up and I was like, whoa. This is some white rapping. I'm not even gonna comment on that. That's white rapping badly. And they even said it was a good thing the LGBT center was burned down, so you can see what I mean. I talked about it with my older cousin, his little brother, and he told me that he found a wedding invitation in his dad's office too. He got hold of the contact info and called his big brother. Well, as it turns out, the whole cult story told to us by our parents was a complete lie. Obviously, he never joined a cult. It was his parents who kicked him out the same day he came out to them, and they refused to speak to him ever again. That's awful! Wait, what? Why did he invite them to his wedding? I don't understand. Well, sometimes people change. It might have been an attempt by Sam Thing's cousin to reach out. It's a brave thing to do. Brave, but useless. The invite ended up in the garbage. Shitty parents. Anyway, I now know what's in store for me if I ever decide to come out. Don't think that way, Sam Thing. Maybe your parents told you that because it's what your uncle An aunt told them, said those backwards. That's what I thought too. Then I talked with them about the invite. And it ended up like this. Me. So, I saw an invite to Cousin X's wedding. Parents. Yes, what a disgrace. How dare he invite us to his cultist ceremony? Me. But it's a wedding. What's wrong with that? Parents. No, he's not getting married. Marriage is between a man and a woman. I could barely even say that. What he's doing is an abomination. It's the cult of homosexuals. That's not exactly what they said, but you get the idea. Ah, okay. Your parents sound awesome. Help! I know this has nothing to do with the thread, but I'm HeadyBoss17, but I forgot the password to my account, so I've made a new one. Why does everyone keep forgetting? But my HeadyBoss17 account had access to the VIP section of the forum, so I'd really don't want the cows. Oh, wait. Oh, we saw this before. Okay. If you get your password wrong, your account won't be deleted. You'll just get an automatically generated new password. That'll get sent to your email. Oops. Is the music still playing? It is. While we're out here, let's look at Dad's birthday. Wait, it's... How do we find out how old Dad is? Let's see. Does he say how old he is? I'm not seeing it, but I have another idea. Let's see. Okay, we'll go... Sorry, I'm yawning. Didn't we have our dad's... Oops. Wait. 54! There we go. So, if he was... I gotta do a little bit of math here. So, if he's 54, we're gonna subtract that from... It was taken on 2015. So, he was born in 1961. So, let's go back to browser. We'll read one more section. Coming out, and then we'll go to VIP. What do you think? Okay. This is the coming out section. This section is all about coming out. If you've done it and want to talk about it, this is the place. If you haven't dared to try yet, and you want some encouragement, you've come to the right place too. Sunshine. Hi. This is the first time I've visited this kind of forum. So sorry if this isn't the right place for this post, but I'm completely lost, and I don't know what to do. My boyfriend told me he's trans. I don't understand. I really don't understand. How does someone think that? He's always been very masculine. He plays hockey. He has a big beard. Where did he get the idea that he's a woman? Also, it doesn't matter because... Sorry. I'll just keep reading. Not to mention that he's got a penis. He said he's not bothered by his sex. But is he going to cut it off? He told me he's sure and that he wants to start being a woman at home, but I don't know. I don't understand. I'm scared. Is he going to start shaving and wearing skirts? It's ridiculous. Does he really just mean to say that he's gay but doesn't want to admit it? Is he going to leave me for a man? Help. Whoa there, calm down. There are a lot of questions in your message, so I'm going to try and answer them the best I can. First of all, I'd like to congratulate you on making the effort to come here and ask your questions. It's the best way to get some constructive answers from people who understand. I know that you feel lost, particularly because this is the first time you've encountered a transgender person. To start off, take a deep breath. Ah. It might not all make sense to begin with, but that's normal. It's complicated for most people. To try and explain the concept of being transgender simply, try to remember this. Sex is between the legs, gender is between the ears. When we're born, we normally take on the gender that matches our sex. Sometimes it matches and so we're cis. Sometimes it doesn't match and so we're trans. Which is the case of the person you're with. It's not the kind of thing that happens suddenly. Trans people normally take years to realize that something isn't right. I've known since I was the earliest I can remember, like 5 or younger. And then a few more years to clearly identify the source of their problem, their gender. Sometimes it takes less time, but it's not something that happens overnight. I was born gay and I was born trans. And then you have all the difficulties that come with trying to present as your gender, and all the discrimination you face when you begin your transition. Being transgender isn't a choice. It's simply realizing who you really are inside. Coming out is a different thing, however. Some people never tell anyone that they are transgender for various reasons. But I'm going off topic. With regard to the fears you have over the sex of the person you're with, being transgender doesn't automatically mean undergoing genital operations. Basically, being trans is how you feel. It's your identity. It doesn't always have to do with how your body looks. What you do or don't do to change it. Someone's gender can be different to the one they were assigned at birth, but they will still be comfortable with their sex. Being transgender just means that a person wants to be recognized by others as a gender they identify with, and not the one they were given. So, the person you're with has told you she's uncomfortable with having a penis, so it's not an unusual situation for transgender people. About her wanting to present as a woman at home, no one can really answer that for you. It's different for everyone. Some trans women wear makeup, some don't. Some dress in a very feminine way with dresses and accessories, others just wear a bra. Sit down together and have a talk about it. And finally, gender is very different from sexual orientation. They're two separate things. I don't know anything about the sexual orientation of the person you're with, but she might be homosexual. She might like women. She might be bisexual, or anything in between. It's something else you need to sit down and talk about. It's normal to feel lost in this kind of situation and to have some problems. Generally, the partners of trans people go through the same stages as grief during their partner's transition. They deny it, become sad, angry. It's perfectly normal. Communication is essential to prevent as many problems as possible in the months or years to come. Good luck with everything. Great answer, HeadyBoss17. It's just. There's no just there. It's great to see someone so motivated to give such in-depth answers to others. I'd like to expand on a few points. Not all trans people feel that something isn't right. Sometimes they feel happy with their lives, but realize that traditional elements related to the opposite gender make them happier. For example, identifying as the opposite gender in an online game or wearing makeup when it comes to trans women. So not all trans people are necessarily unhappy, thankfully. Sunshine, I'd recommend looking for other groups of people who are in the same situation as you. I know that it helped my friend a lot at the time when I came out. You could try going to your local LGBT center, if there is one. And like HeadyBoss17, I'd like to wish you good luck. It might not always seem that way, but things do get better with time. I need a chug. If you really love your partner, you need to understand that she's going to need very careful attention, and it's not always going to be easy because beginning a transition can be very exhausting mentally. One way to help might be to start referring to her using her preferred pronouns. As this person has told you they feel like a woman, it would probably be better to talk to her about using feminine pronouns. I agree with Flip-Flop-Flap that we need to be careful not to misgender people. Using the right pronouns is the first stage of acceptance. On the other hand, this person might not want you to use feminine pronouns to refer to them. Ideally, you should ask her what she prefers. Thanks Tessie Star and HeadyBoss17 for your answers. I admit that I was really worried when I first wrote my first post. I think you've really helped me step back and see things more clearly. I'm still worried though. I'm not a lesbian at all. I've always liked men. After him coming out to me, I thought about it, and I really can't see myself being with a woman. I love my man, but I don't know if I can love him as a woman. That's another big question for the partners of trans people. Unfortunately, no one other than you can answer that one. Maybe you should take some time and wait a while to see them transition, and then decide what you want to do in the long haul. If you find that you can still love them as a partner, then great. But if that's not the case, it's not the end of the world. Really. This person is going through a transition so they can feel better about themselves. They're not doing it to make you uncomfortable or make you unhappy. Everyone has their preferences, and if you're straight and it doesn't work for you, there's nothing you can do about it. If that's the case, the best thing to do is separate, and it's no one's fault. Though their transition is going to take a lot of kindness and understanding on your part, don't forget that you have needs too, and you need to look out for your own well-being as well. It's awful not to know, but take the time to think about it. Whatever happens, the right decision is one that makes you happy, and it'll all work out somehow. So long, so long. Okay, what do you guys think? I think I'm gonna stop there, and I'm gonna read 1961. Oh, fuck. Oh, here we go. We are sending you this email because you requested a new password by answering your secret question correctly. I got it right. I got it right. So 981. Are you remembering this? Hold on. Oh. My little brother texted me, right? So let's go back. 981579. What? Okay, we're in the VIP section. And you know what happens now? I baited you. That's gonna be the end of this episode. I'll see you in the next episode. We're gonna read what the fuck is happening in the VIP section of the BU forum. Okay. We'll talk soon. Bye.